This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The following will contain strong language, adult themes, and Mara, you go. Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, we saying it's Nelle.
Hi guys, what's goody? It's Tammie.
Hey, it's your girl Mara, and this is the Not Too Much podcast, aka NTM, aka now Tammie Mara. And if you know,
you know.
Hey guys.
What do you want us to say? Something?
Hi back.
I did.
Oh, hello.
Oh, bit cut.
Well, what do you want me to do? Like, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi guys. I'm back. It's my episode, so I'm gonna intro this question.
Oh,
it's not even a question.
You
actually.
own the episode now.
Yeah.
Okay. No talking. Do you think?
You said it on yours.
Did I?
Mm.
No, but stamp it is yours. So go for it.
Oh no!
Did I say it literally or figuratively?
It's gonna be hell to edit.
LOL.
You
Sorry, no.
stomping all over the place like ludicrous.
And it's my room as well. Like, the insult is double.
Guys, I'm really ill. No, I'm not actually that
No,
ill.
don't put that out into the world.
No, but I was suffering. I'm not gonna lie. I was slower because I couldn't breathe.
We were wondering why you took
I was
off.
wondering why you went down to 0 miles per hour.
It's actually hard to catch my
We're
breath.
tracking the life 360. We're like down. Now
No.
she's going back down.
It's freezing. I think I got ill because we were basically in a freezing airport for like hours upon hours.
Yeah.
You did wake up and you were like, it's so cold. You were shaking.
Mm-hmm. See what did you say?
You were
Repeat what you just said. It was what? So cold. Yeah.
Is this a quiz? Like...
Oh, I get what she's trying to do.
So
It
cold.
was so cold.
It was so cold because the seasons are not seasoning like they used to season.
They're extra.
Because
Climate change.
It's not an enthusiastic
if we had a
topic,
soundboard, we could have like claps.
I'll add claps in.
Okay.
Should we do it one more time for the claps?
Yeah, okay. Because of
Climate change.
Tammie.
What do you want from me?
We need unison. Okay,
Yeah.
ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Because of
Climate change.
and then claps. Yeah, hope you can edit that in because if not, this would be really awkward dialogue.
I'll edit it.
Anyway, the seasons are not seasoning anymore. It's freezing and it's currently Friday, January 26th. I don't know why I
That's a
didn't
great
know.
way to And then you glitched on that.
Do you know what I mean?
But no, because you know something, I want to bring this back, like a little throwback to our season 1. There was an episode on winter versus summer debate, and I think my stance on it still remains the same. Like the summer that we had at that point was something else. It was 40 degrees, and if you live in this UK, you know that the housing does not have the infrastructure support weather conditions like that. You know, it's the heat, sweltering heat, and the houses are too insulated.
But it's
You're
not
frying.
insulated enough in
Yeah, because
winter.
we're fucking
Yeah,
freezing or
but also energy prices. Like, there's so many different, like,
Yeah, but
But
isn't
to-
energy because of climate change?
you know what I mean? Like, it's so many things that keep going back to the same thing of like, listen, the world is absolutely just messed up right now.
No, because we came into this house and it was flipping freezing.
Yeah. There was a point in, was it season 1 where we didn't have heating? And we were recording, and as we were speaking, you could like see our like
breath
just gasping out into the air.
I think my brain blocked that off.
We were in a
Oh.
very like literally dark period because it was winter as well.
Yeah, we were shivering. And my room's really cold. Like, I put my bottle down the side by the bed and there's a vent and it's just cold air. And my bottle is colder than the morning than when it is.
She
That's why
uses
she
it as a
chucks-
fridge.
Yeah, I literally do.
That's why you chuck like 2 hot water bottles in your bed.
100%. I've got 3. I've got one in the cupboard as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Might
it's
have
no
to add
joke
that
out
in
here.
again.
It's freezing. Remember, it's Bordeaux. It's cold as hell at night time.
And the thing is with us, we don't.
I don't work well with cold.
We don't meet in the middle when it comes to temperature control. Like, we were fighting over that damn thermostat because we had different understandings of when it was too hot for us, when it was too
We
cold.
came back from the freezing cold. And you know what, yeah? I have to be honest now, Mara. This is actually like a gripe I have about you, just in general. Look, I love this girl. But like, she always cranks it up to the highest.
She wants to cook it, and her thought process is the higher you turn up, the quicker the room will get.
It doesn't work like that. So we went in, yeah. She was like, oh, we'll put it up to 30 degrees and then we'll get up before we go to bed and turn it down.
Yeah, so that was good.
We didn't.
Nobody did that.
And the windows, when I got back down there, the windows were all steamed up.
I woke up just like, and there was also another time where I think we all fell asleep. And I woke up in the middle of the two of them, just gasping for air because it was so hot.
Yeah, it's true. I will have it on 5.
I think I'm the type of person who I think my body tends to feel quite hot all the time. So I'm the one who's always trying to introduce ventilation and aircon into the room.
You made it cold.
Yeah,
I don't like
you
that.
made it freeze.
The windows were shut.
No, you would open up the windows wide.
Open up the windows wide, turn on the AC. Let's get some things blowing in and out of here, please.
Yeah, but outside is like 0 degrees.
Yeah, it's like -1. What else needs to be blowing?
Yeah, but it's not. I always bargain. I have to do the same thing at home with my mum. I said it's only for 10 minutes and then I will change it back.
But you didn't change it back.
I
changed it back.
It was a misstep, but it's also because I was like, you know what? I have to stand for something. I am really hot right now.
No, but back to climate change.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
What the fuck are we talking about here?
But no.
It's part
it is part of it.
It is
relational.
But I do think with climate change, we're seeing a lot of like products like branded and marketed towards like, if you buy this product, you're doing your part
your bit
to like help
the
environment. Realistically,
that's not enough.
Like, I feel like I'm getting a deja vu moment. We've spoken about this before, haven't we?
Yeah, no, I think in that same winter-summer conversation.
No, we talk about recycling.
Yeah, but I'm not going on recycling. I'm going on the fact that, like, guys, realistically, just focus on the corporations. Like, they're the ones doing all
exactly.
And the people with a ridiculous amount of wealth, because it counteracts all the work that we are trying to do when you're buying into these, sustainable
when you're jet setting on your private airplane.
Exactly. We kind of just look like mugs who are freezing.
Also, any bombings and any like basically like war zones emit so much carbon dioxide. They're not just killing the people there; they're killing everyone.
Yeah. So you war-hungry people, maybe think fucking twice. Bring back Greta. Where the fuck is Greta? She's getting to clocking for her shift. Where's she going?
A nomination for what?
What's she done? She just disappeared.
A nomination for what?
Hold on, I'm after.
A Nobel Peace Prize?
No.
Did she?
Why are you on?
No, I was just spitting.
What you've done now? That's not even what I'm talking about.
I was just spitting any like random thing that I think she could get an award for.
Implicate me to something that I wasn't even.
I'm not gonna say what she got like won an award for a Brit or something like that. Shout out to Ray, actually.
Oh,
broken the record, 7 nominations. Well done to Ray, man. Very proud of her.
She'll be on the podcast soon, guys.
Now don't book her in for something she don't even know about.
She'll like it.
I feel like it's just one of my gripes though with climate change, obviously apart from the fact that we are all going to die soon, is the fact that I can't buy clothes for seasons anymore
because
I can't pack for it.
You're right.
Like
what? Wrong, Greta.
Did you mean Greta Gerwig? The director?
Yeah.
Who made Barbie? No.
Didn't get Little Women. Still.
Not Greta Gerwig now.
It's too much. When I hear names that are too similar, I get cloudy.
Oh God.
Well, Greta Gerwig, start getting into climate change, make a movie or something.
Well, also give Greta her props too. Neither of them have a Barbie director.
Gerwig.
Give her nomination now.
Yeah, but guys, I also think that like we have like the first Native American woman to
America forever.
No, the woman who was in Killers of the Flower Moon, first Native American
and also
nominee. Yeah.
Did she win? They haven't put out yet.
It would have by the time you guys are listening.
I want to say shout out in terms of Academy Awards. I want to say shout out to Ayo. If you ever watched The Bear, shout out to her for the work she's doing. Shout out to Rylane. Listen.
Yeah, Riley was good. It was actually good. First it made me dizzy, but
there were things to celebrate, and I think especially considering like my identity and the community I come from, I'm not too hard done by this time. I always have something to complain about when it comes to Academy season, but that is not why we're here.
It's because we were talking about Greta Gerwig. But
back to the conversation.
What's her name? Greta
Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
I feel like she's still doing stuff, but obviously we're just not tapped into her news like that.
Yeah. It is a bit depressing just knowing that we have imminent death around the corner, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully we would have passed by all of that.
Huh?
By that time. Hopefully we would have passed.
Oh, like hopefully we would have died?
Yeah.
Do you want kids?
Whoa.
I do.
Techie situation?
No, I think it's something that people in our generation are having to really consider.
Like, it's not something I haven't considered. It's just like watching the world burn up.
No.
It's happening. I literally just can't physically see it right now.
Yeah, but we can
think
feel
that,
it.
But wait, in summer? Went to Lanzarote now, broke out in fucking
Oh my
no,
God.
but I actually have.
She actually burnt.
I actually have a sun allergy.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but it didn't help because it was 40 degrees.
No, now was pushed her limit. She said we're not going.
She said we're not going on the beach holiday
We're
again.
not going to the Canary Islands again.
Oh, I said, oh God.
No, I just could not with you two.
We were like literally at the Lanzarote airport, and you said, "All right, guys, we're going to take a break. We're not doing this one again." Like,
I don't mind doing a beach holiday, but I do think we need to go at a cooler time.
100%.
But in general, I think every country, every state, city, whatever, is dealing with the ramifications of climate change. Whether that is the infrastructure cannot hold it, wherever you are. The horrific earthquakes and like volcano eruptions and like and hurricanes
and forest fires.
It's like, but we're so used to it. We're so used to seeing the world burn down. Yeah.
Guy Fawkes.
Maybe he was onto something.
He should have blown up that parliament.
Not the religious bit.
It's hard to be optimistic about the future of the planet and solution-wise, how they're able to get things done. I think that's the place that I'm at right now. It's kind of almost like I know efforts are being made, but in terms of a real solution and an outcome, in terms of the outcome is never also, may I add, that there is kind of an end to the struggles that we're having going on. It's almost like we can ensure 5 more years of the planet.
Yeah, because we didn't listen to the scientists when they said we still had time to change.
Yeah.
But I don't think, actually, let me rephrase that. We heard, it's not about us listening. Power, it's about them institutions. It's about those big energy companies who are making massive profits.
And where were they putting their money?
Back in their pockets.
Back into the things that pollute our atmosphere.
So guys, honestly, don't blame yourself.
Yeah.
Really don't.
Realistically, all I'm responsible for, I'm gonna die with a tan.
Who?
Right, let's look it up here.
What you say?
Hi guys, I'm back with another promo break. Just to quickly inform you to head over to our Instagram page and give us a little follow and a like if you would like to at the NTM Pod, and head over to our TikTok page at the NTM Podcast and see what's going on over there. Also, on whatever platform you're listening on, please give your girls a 5-star review because we're working really hard and I'm really sick and you should feel sorry for us. Thank you. Hi guys.
Again.
We've been here this whole time. Like, even the audience knows like we've actually not shifted from this spot.
Hey.
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you
literally
doing?
Where's Wendy?
I know Wendy would be chopping up with all the things going on in this world today.
Oh, she'd have a time.
She's going to be on our show next week.
Stop first, Ray. Now you got Wendy Williams in the
And
joint.
those are 2 different types of guests. Anyway.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna get on with this because there's no way to link this one with the previous topic. And I've just given up. Alright, I've had a long day. Okay, I've had less sleep. And I'm ill. So I don't have the patience for this. Sorry, guys. Anyway, we're about to get the fuck out of here. out of Cardiff.
Oh,
Not
everybody.
Well, we'll talk about it. Me and Nelle about to finish our degrees.
Yeah.
Tammie is about to technically get into her finishing stage of this degree.
Close. Yeah, you're close to the end of this degree.
But is it over?
Well,
that's the question.
Is
it over?
Well, maybe not for you, but we always complain.
That's your shit.
We complain a lot for people who chose to do this. So
yeah, I can still choose and complain.
Yeah, well, my question is, why did we stay in education then?
I know why I stayed.
Why did you stay, and why are you continuing to stay?
Yeah.
Listen, like, despite my desires in this life to set myself apart as an individual and not conform to the structures that have been set up in society in terms of how to get into certain careers, how to make yourself. I still feel like, because I remember having a debate about this with someone in sixth form, you almost do have to, unfortunately, follow the paths that have been set up to get to a certain place. And then once you've established yourself, then you can do what you want to do from there. It's unfortunate still in this age in a way that I still feel like I have to follow this path. I still feel freedom. Like, I'm still happy with my decisions, but I'm like, listen, in terms of what I know I want to go on to do, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this thing and that thing. So, and staying in education is part of that.
Yeah, because you'll be in education longer than we are.
100%.
Oh, is that where it ends?
Yeah. But I think for me personally, why did I continue to stay in education? Because I did feel that there was more to learn, if I'm going to be real.
Yeah.
I kind of knew that my degree was not going to directly link with what I was going to do in the future. But I knew that I did need the opportunity to figure that out.
Yeah.
And a degree seemed like the most logical way to do so because it afforded me experiences outside of education with that. So it's not like I came here just for my degree. I came here to understand what being truly independent means, to kind of make my own way in the world, to experience a new city, to just experience. And the education was a part of that.
Okay.
But I don't need education anymore in the sense of a sort of academic linear route to go on to do a master's or a PhD. It's not necessary for my life development.
I can agree with that. As in from an objective view, obviously in terms of my own path, I feel like, and also I had to be a bit more flexible because I think I had determined my path, or other factors had kind of determined my path at a very young age, and that path was very much a route into education and further education. Like, I had to also self-determine it at a point and say, like, I do generally have a desire to still be here. Because when you don't have a desire to do something, the resentment that you have for it builds. Like, if I did not want to stay in education, if I really just had no patience, no desire for anything that I was doing right now, like, I know I get frustrated, but I would become resentful.
Right. What about you?
I'm more similar to you. I like to learn.
Yeah. And
at the time where we had to choose whether to go do further education, I was still in the realm of enjoying learning. 1, 2, I've never had a set path for what I want to do, and I didn't necessarily come to uni for that path to be determined. I just needed time to actually figure out who I am in this new stage of life.
Yeah.
And I needed time to be able to develop myself outside of because previous to uni, it's quite education is quite a strict. It's a bit of a rigid structure. You get more flexible when you come to uni. So I just needed a bit more flex to understand what I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to learn about my degree.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think the commonality here is a thirst for knowledge, and it depends what that knowledge is, obviously. But there's a level of growth and further growth. Because I think as well, when you're in secondary school, college, sixth form, the like, I don't think you get that chance to really establish yourself as an individual, sometimes it feels a lot of the things you're doing is just a product of that school system and that environment. When I think about the extracurriculars that I was involved in, like obviously they related to my interests and stuff like that, but I didn't feel like I could see myself as an individual, just so much as an attachment to what I've got going on. But in uni, I felt like I had that space to do that. And I think that goes back to that point that you've both made about kind of independence in a sense.
Right.
I would say though, like, the only gripe I have with my decision is that once I actually figured out what I wanted to do,
you were too far gone.
Now I'm like,
I'm impatient.
Now uni feels like education feels like a hindrance.
We've talked about this many times. Like,
I think, and you know what? If you were to go back to season 2 of the NTM podcast, you would feel this heaviness.
Wait, dark cloud
over us. I would say that we've discussed this, I think, as a collective, but there are different energies that you can get from specific seasons of the podcast. Season 2 is one that I would say proceed with caution, because struggles. It is a very heavy season in the terms of, at that time, I'll be honest, I saw uni as holding me back.
Yeah, I did.
Like, I was like, why am I know I have to be here and I know I need to stick this out, but I could be doing other things.
That's like, once you finally find your feet and figure out who you are and like what you want to do. Now it's like, well, realistically, my whole ideology behind coming here is just done now.
Let's go. Stalled. Like, especially like I think now, I remember a conversation we had in terms of like, at that time we like internship wise, and then also like doing things outside of uni, like, and also you might as well like having things going on in our lives outside of uni that parlayed into like further interests that we had. And I think also when you do stuff that gives you a glimpse of the world of work, to retreat back into a form of education, it can literally feel like you're moving backwards.
Yeah, I know that. I'm trying to think if I want to share this or not, but at least I had a summer internship in my first year of uni, like the summer after first year.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful for the opportunity, because it afforded us the opportunity to do this actually.
Yeah.
Like, it directly links to this podcast. But it made me very unhappy with university.
Yeah.
Because I went from first year to straight into a very like corporate role, which I actively enjoyed. Yeah. And then we came into second year, and not only did things get harder in general, plus the fact that now we've like kind of started this like passion project. It's like, wait a minute.
It's like,
it feels like things are in the like wrong order.
Yeah, you're right.
And it just feels like I don't know, I felt stunted at a point.
Yeah. I think we actually like collectively, especially like you can hear it in season 2, we all had grown a bit of a resentment.
Yeah.
I would argue now, I think we're past the resentment and more of the accepting phase.
Because realistically, can't lie, you're in year 3 of 3, the both of you. I'm in year 3 of 4. We've come too far, like, at least I can say this for me, like, I feel like I've come too far to just ditch all of this right now. I was always going to see it through, but like, definitely the realization of how far I've come, I was like, I'm definitely going to see this through. But I did feel like in second year, in that halfway point, or in that year where things are a lot more weighted,
I was ready to drop the fuck out.
You know, and
Tammie hesitated. She was like, no.
I said to my sister, I was like, I could understand why people drop out of uni.
That was
the year where I was like, I can understand why people abandon education or leave education.
I think, for me, I'll be honest, if I'm going to leave, I'll leave. I don't feel any pressure to stay in a position where that makes me unhappy. I recognise that for Tammie, it's very different. Because she puts a lot of pressure on kind of sticking through things. Yeah. I don't have to... One thing about me, as soon as I feel stuck somewhere, I will go. The only reason why I stayed is because I knew there was a reason I was being stalled. Yeah. I just didn't know what the reason was. And that was what was frustrating me. That's what the heaviness...
Because you're not the most patient person.
I hate it. I hate it. So the heaviness, at least from, I can only speak from me in this situation, that I struggled with through that second year of uni was, why am I being held here? I was like, if I have a reason, then I have motivation. You're not giving me a reason, whoever you are. So I was like, now I'm irritated. No. And now I'm building up resentment.
Yeah.
But coming into third year, I found out the reason. And when I got the reason, it made sense as to why I didn't get that reason in second year.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I would have done with it realistically.
Exactly.
But also, you're held in certain spaces for a reason.
Yeah, and I'm the type of person who, in recent years, tried not to lean into the everything happens for a reason, like, rhetoric. But I think there's a time and a place for things. Like, Jenny, I do believe, like, my position here happened for a reason. Because I think as well, like I said, that I feel like I had determined to some extent, or to a large extent, my path from a very, very young age. And that obviously comes from societal pressures, cultural pressures, you know, there's a lot of nuance to it. But I made a decision for myself, you know, as I was getting older into that sixth form bit. Like, I was like, I'm going to do my path a little bit differently. The type of career that I want, I know some people have taken a more direct path from the get-go. And I was like, I think my way of doing things was like, okay, I'm going to follow this path of like further education, stuff like that, but I'm going to do it on my terms, because I knew that I also had a lot of emotional maturing to do. This year abroad, I had to do a lot of emotional maturing. And I was like, I don't know how I would have found that space had I not been on this path that I am. So I do think, yes, I'm in a space now where I more so embrace it. I'm accepting. But I'm also human. I've had my moments where I was like, listen, I'm 1,500 word essay away from just breaking. I'm 2,500 word essay away from just calling it quits. You know, I'm just like, I'm one group presentation away from throwing the whole degree in the trash.
I made sure that in my final year, all of my modules did not include any group work.
Because some of you man aren't serious.
Some modules I actually wanted to do, but I just said, nah.
Some of you man aren't serious.
Lock it off. Group, 15-minute group presentation.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
To be fair, I will say.
No.
In my second year, I did have a group presentation.
You had a good group.
And I had an amazing group. Like, they were actually lovely.
Yeah.
But that was luck.
You know? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's not a guarantee.
That's a rare experience. Not even a guarantee.
Because in my first year, I did the entire presentation by myself.
Forget even uni. My introductions to group presentations and group work from an early age, chaotic. I said, no. And I said, realistically, I can't take paracetamol for someone else's headache. I need to be like, and you know something, it was good, like whilst on my year abroad, like I did have to do like a couple group things, and I did get lucky in that sense, because you know I didn't really have a choice. But I also realized, I was like, I know I can delve into teamwork. I know that's an ability I have. Listen, this podcast is collaborative, it's teamwork. But I also know that I am a very independent person when it comes to my work and like the stuff that I do. And that's where I feel like I feel more comfortable. But, you know, back to the actual, you know, question about like, you know, why do we stay in education? You know, I don't even think I'll be able to fully answer it until, not even after I graduate, until there's going to be a big event in my life in terms of my career trajectory. And I'm going to be able to look back in hindsight and be like, that's the reason why. I don't think it's a present thing I can answer as well sometimes. But
what do you think?
I think it's a present thing for me. I'm like, I kind of understand why. I don't resent it anymore. I'm very accepting of the fact. I know I'm like, yeah, we're going to go, but also like, yeah, we are going to go. I'm quite happy about it. But I will miss education. But I think I've come to understand that education is not the only institution where you can learn.
Yeah.
Learning is forever. And I don't need a degree to prove that.
Because we're paying it back in full.
Well, with interest, actually.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Bloody Debbie Downer, innit?
Sorry.
But I do have a question.
Yeah.
Would you do this experience over again?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, this point in education. Is it higher or further? I can't remember.
Further?
Would you do uni all over again?
Like, from now? No. What do you mean?
Well,
like, if I had the choice to go to uni again at 21 years old, would I do it again?
No, if you was back in your 17, 18-year-old self, would you choose uni again?
Yeah. I don't change destiny or fate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would choose but at 21, no.
No. I'm out of it. Realistically, as soon as I'm ready to pack up.
I'm 24. No?
No.
No offense. What's the problem?
It's a problem for me.
But it's not aligned with the way I see my life.
No.
I'm not staying in an educational structure like that. No way.
No.
I'll probably be just texting the group chat as I'm getting through it.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh, God.
Say that as if you're not listening to me. I'm still living.
No, but I do think that why I stayed in education, I know the answer to that. Because it expanded my thought.
Mm.
I knew that. I think my degree especially has pushed me to think bigger, think deeper. I've met people, including you guys. I've started things here like this podcast. Uni has afforded me opportunities that I would have never gotten or would have been slower to get if I just stayed at home.
Yeah, I feel like that's why the conversation, like, if it's a question of like, why did I stay in education? To me, in my eyes, that's different to like, why did I come to uni? Because especially I said like, all of our first choices were the same, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, all of our second choices were different, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What were your second choices?
Warwick.
Jesus.
What was your
Queen Mary's.
Sheffield.
We would have never crossed paths.
Fucking Sheffield. What the fuck is in Sheffield?
Why are you getting at her?
Sorry, not at you. And if anyone's from Sheffield, no offence.
It's got a really great programme.
Yeah.
That's why I came here.
Second best, but Cardiff's the first.
See?
But like,
you got it.
Like, I just feel like you mentioned about kind of destiny and fate. I do think no matter how, and I was valid in my feelings that I had in second year and all of these things, but I think no matter which way I spin it, it was fated to end up in this way.
Because you know what I realised, side note? I've been to Wales, and Wales has centred my life quite a bit. In year 6, I came to Wales for, the school trip.
Did you?
No idea. And I completely forgot that we came to Wales until I was on the coach and it got like diverted. So we went to this different area. And you know when you get the sense of, I know this place? And all of a sudden I remembered, oh, this is where we stopped off on the coach to go. So Wales has followed me around.
That's kind of crazy.
I came here a year before.
It took one little email from Sheffield University to turn me from Sheffield to Cardiff.
They pushed the girl a little bit too far. The one thing you don't do to now is tell her what to do.
No, because they it just irritated me. I'm actually getting irritated again.
I remember you telling me, I could tell you were still irked by it to this
They
day.
said an email, you know when they send you your offer? And then they send you the email in terms of what they kind of provide in the university when you're picking your firm option and your what was it, insurance?
Yeah.
UCAS. UCAS is the university portal for my brother's he's submitting his UCAS now. Though. Yeah, it's so different. But they sent an email talking about, so I'm gonna ramble. They sent an email talking about basically we're so pleased, insinuating that I am going to choose them as their firm. Yeah. As if they knew that off the jump. As if it was a guarantee that I'm gonna choose you.
No.
And I was like, not to brag, I'm a star student. I've got the grades. I've got the experience. Why do you think you're the option? You should be begging for me.
That's very telling of your character.
But Cardiff now. Cardiff rolled out the red carpet for me.
Cardiff did have good emails.
They did. They were very respectful.
They were respectful. They acknowledged my accomplishments.
They
and
came
they
very
said,
humbly.
This is what we can do for you.
Yeah.
So I said, come.
No, when I was
looking, Sheffield.
When I looked at I did, and the thing is as well, because of COVID, I didn't get the truth. Thank you. Because of COVID, I didn't get the traditional open day.
Yeah.
That I really was like looking for, and I was really excited about like kind of getting up into school and stuff like that. So they managed to like make me feel confident in them from a remote place and a digital kind of communication. And I was like, this is my feeling. And I got my offer from Cardiff for my birthday.
Oh, it was around January.
I got my offer from Cardiff for my birthday, and there was something where my mum and I had a conversation, and she was like,
"That's quite that's
quite nice."
So no, for me, I was like, fated. I think that we had an online open evening thing.
Yeah.
For my course. I don't know. It was just really heartwarming, and also, I didn't like the way Queen Mary did their emails.
And
I mean the colours, not even the structure.
You just don't like the colours?
It was very dim. I still get them to this day. I don't know if they think I'm on their profile, but I did decline.
I still have my university offers notes. My first one was on the 26th of November 2020 at 5:16.
Oh, you timestamped it as well?
Yeah. Offer received Thursday 26th November 2020. Bath Spa came to me on the 27th of November. Cardiff came to me on the 27th of November. Oh, I remember why I disliked Sheffield. They came on the 14th of December.
Oh, were they late?
After my birthday. You're joking.
Yeah, you know which one I declined straight away? Who was it? Was it Manchester? Oh my god. No,
it wasn't like Manchester.
No, it wasn't Manchester. It was Bristol.
Bristol.
It would have been right next door.
I know, but they took the mick. I was like, you know when you're waiting for all the... and you need to make the firm and instructions. Yeah. I was like, you're taking too long. So even if you get decline, like leave me alone.
It was frustrating. Warwick had me waiting for ages. Ages. And it was like literally like I was studying for my like exam that same week. It was like in that summer period.
It was ridiculous.
I was like, all of my other full offers I was like had been given to me. I was like, Warwick, just tell me if you got me or you not got me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, they did it and I was like, I was kind of like eyeing them weirdly, but because I was happy with the institution, I was like, you know what, it's chill. But yeah,
I have a question, really quick one.
Yeah.
We've talked about university in terms of further education. Okay. Would you guys have ever done an apprenticeship or anything like that?
I think I would have considered it a little bit more, but just because I'm always looking for avenues that allow me to do more than just study. Like I like things where I can almost like in a degree apprenticeship is what it's called in a sense. Like
where you can do both like a university degree but also get experience.
Yeah, I like that. And then obviously in my future, like I'm hoping like in terms of trying to work my way into like the legal world, that I'm hoping that I can kind of get when companies they do fund your experience and fund that's something that would be nice, because I'm always looking for ways to simplify my life, and I find it frustrating that it was only after I had done all of that UCAS stuff that's when I started to really take into, because I will not lie, like especially this kind of school I went to, they did seem to advocate for one path only. And I think in such a confined environment, it feeds into that kind of elitist mindset.
Right.
So it was a shame. But, I mean, in another life.
But whether you stayed in education, whether you didn't, whether you're still in education, well done, guys.
Well done.
Yeah, because
life is not easy no matter which way you spin it.
Especially because, like, uni is such a new experience for me, the concept of it. Because I'm probably, like, the third person in my family to go to uni, and like me and my sister are so close in age that she was like in uni whilst I was going to be in uni too. So like
she graduated while
you were second year.
Yeah
And my cousin did actually. So it's like I just wanted to go to uni just for the experience as well. I was like, this is something new and something I don't really know much about.
That's the thing. Like my understanding of uni was through older family friends and mainly my sister. Like that age group that got to experience the kind of 2016 uni.
That's
like
so lucky.
They're blessed and everything. So it was definitely something that I was anticipating, and my views were met with a different reality. But It's
Oh God.
It's okay.
There's no house parties anymore.
Because these men don't want to host, they just want to attend.
That's our biggest gripe.
Like,
I'm gonna cut it here because
they do it more.
Okay, people, I've been Nelle.
I've been Tammie.
And I've been Mara. And this has been the Not Too Much podcast. If you didn't know before, you know now.
Dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum.
The world is burning.
Da 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 dum.
The earth is crying.
Da 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 dum.
Mother Earth wants us to stop hurting her. The world is burning. The earth is crying. The trees are wilting. The ocean's hot.
Hot.
The ice caps melting. Disease back again. Pandemics ruining us. Climate change. Climate change. Climate change. He's out to get you. Climate change. He's out to get you. Watch your back. He's out to get you. Watch your back. He's out to get you. Climate change. He's about to get you. Watch your back. Watch your back.
Don't make me get up off my seat.
Corporations about to get you. Watch your
Get
back.
up off my seat.
They're
Who
about to
let
get
my goons out this
you.
house?
Stay in your house.
Who
Stay
let
in
my
your
goons
house.
out this house?
Stay in your house. They're about to get
Who
you.
let my goons out this house?
They're about to get you.
Who
They're
let
about
this
to
goon
get you.
out my house?
Climate change.
Bugaboos.
They're about to get you.
Bugaboos.
Earning.
Bugaboos. Bugaboos.